All right, Aquarius, welcome to your weekly sidereal forecast for August 3rd through the 9th. My name is Athen. So we have a lot of shifts happening this week, 4 planets changing houses. So a lot of shifting, and then Saturn is going to be squaring up to a lot of them while they're going over Jupiter, though. So there is this expansion and possibility in the horizon that's shifting. Saturn's now direct, so there's a lot more motivational energy, and we're coming off of a full moon in Capricorn. So that's a lot to do with you. You know, your ruler, Saturn, had recently gone into your 9th house. He's going to be there now for almost the entire month of August. So this is about maybe coming back to, do some studying, do some university studies, maybe some traveling, something that helps you really solidify and understand very practically your life path, your purpose, and just wisdom in life in general. So whatever it is for you, and that Saturn energy will be different for each of you, this is the general theme of the month and this week. Now, with that square up to Jupiter, is that maybe there are some opportunities, maybe there are some things coming in to help you, share that, wisdom or learn that wisdom, whatever it is that Saturn is there doing. And Jupiter, who does naturally rule your 11th and your 2nd house, working hard towards your groups and your one-on-one connections soon, but your groups, your networking, your satisfaction from work, and your finances, and getting really disciplined and structured with that stuff, since Jupiter does rule those parts of your chart. And you can see it going a long ways. Whenever we put in that hard work of Saturn, as you know, we can certainly have fruition come from it. So possibilities and expansion, and a lot of that has been with Jupiter in your 6th house, though, of your routine, health, diet, your work environment, and so lots of expansion there for the past year. But now Jupiter is going to be switching into your 7th house of those one-on-one connections. And when he does so, we have a 3-way conjunction between Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter in the 7th house. So essentially now for the next year, you guys are going to have plenty of opportunities, I would say, to at least just an opening, right? Just an opening to meet people, to have one-on-one connections, to maybe get involved with maybe business things or legal matters or whatever it is for you personally. But definitely more of the relationship energy. And so now with Saturn here is that maybe you're going to take it seriously this week, and that's good. This later part, once he shifts in there. And so set any long-term plans, any long-term goals relating to that would be good. And again, especially relating to your groups, maybe friends, and the financial side of things as well. So with that Venus, she's going to be a major player because she's going over the stellium, of course, but she's retrograde, and she's not in the best position in Leo. She doesn't prefer to be there. So you guys are probably reflecting on or internalizing things relating to home, family, past, maybe things relating to your spirituality and, travel and things like that, expansion, ruling your 9th house there. So continue to reflect on that, because Venus retrograde is a time of learning. It's about learning more about your philosophy and home, family, things like that. And it'll be through that retrograde period now, pretty much this whole month, actually. Yeah, this whole month and going into September, you guys can certainly learn about those things. And also about your health and your routine and the importance of that. You guys have had a lot of energy here in your 6th house. Now you got Mars going in here this Friday time period, later part of the week. So you guys should be very direct, very motivated to get a lot of this, whether it's health or work or being of service, self-improvement kind of energy there, where you had the sun too helping magnify and helping you get passionate about that, so that you can, because this part of your chart is going to be further supporting that Saturn. Mars is going to be trining up to Saturn this week. So if you do get motivated, you are taking care of that 6th house health, whatever it is, you're going to find that you have more of this energy available for you to put in that, maturity there with the whatever it is you're taking care of with the 9th house, the wisdom or travel or expansion, whatever it is there. So that's going to be that supportive element, but Saturn is going to be squaring up to this whole transition energy, and that's going to be Venus as well. So stay grounded with things like home, family, philosophy, spirituality, things like that. Mercury is going to be going into your 7th house to join up with Jupiter. So very practically now here, you guys can certainly be exchanging, communicating. It can be a very energetic time, actually, for your one-on-one connections going into next week. So that being said, again, it has this serious connotation to it. So see things realistically about relationships and everything, like I've been saying for all the other signs. With a square from Mercury, don't see it so realistically to where you're inhibited and you're frozen. You don't socialize, you don't connect because of that heavy thinking. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's because Mercury's in a good position here in Leo and Saturn's exalted. That square can be very constructive, and you guys can, communicate, share practically, but it's in that, it's in a constructive way where maybe you're having to watch what you say, observe how you think, and really work at how you're communicating and exchanging and how you're relating with others. That's the best way to really work with this while you're still working with and staying grounded with your health and your routine, your diet, and taking care of that stuff, you see. So lots of shifts, but really just a couple areas of your chart, your 6th and your 7th house in particular, and then a few of those other areas that I mentioned. But the overall energy for you Aquarians is certainly that this, long-term energy is about expanding your philosophy, spirituality, religion perhaps, and tapping into that adventurous spirit. Although it doesn't feel very spirited with Saturn there, it's very grounded, it's very real. It is building foundations there so that when Saturn goes back into your 10th house of career, you guys will have a good foundation of life, or maybe accolades or a degree or whatever it is you guys are cultivating here about wisdom. That always does support our service work. So that's going to be the emphasis, as well as Jupiter going into the 7th with Mercury, shifting things definitely into the relationship, expansion, possibilities, meeting people. It's going to be subtle. Like I said, this week it's quite still restricted there, but any intentions you set around there, really ask yourself maybe what you want to do with the relationship side of things, what you want to expand on and enjoy for the next year with Jupiter in that 7th house, and set those intentions, write them down with Mercury. It's a lot of this disciplined energy this week. All right, Aquarius, so have a nice week. If you guys have any questions, please do let me know. If you're new to Sidereal, do click the link down below, or if you'd like a personal reading, and I'll talk to you all next time.